Hey everyone, welcome back to Days of a Modern Dad. My name is Jonathan, I am the host here. I kind of go over all sorts of different things. I kind of review all things that make me happy, and I share those with you guys. Because eventually I will be sharing those with my children. And I know these are things that you, yourself, will probably share with your children, your partner, whoever it may be. So today, we have another lightsaber review. For those of you who know, I absolutely love and adore Star Wars. I grew up on the original trilogy. I grew up watching them on the VHS films. It was something that my father had tucked away in our movie cabinet. And what movie is closer to me? My father had them tucked away in the movie cabinet, and I think it was when me and my brother were both old enough to understand. We watched them. And then from there on, me and my brother were watching them out of order because we didn't really know there's a specific order. We just put in the ones that we liked, like any child would, right? So today we are going to be going over Savi's Workshop lightsabers. Mixed reviews. There's plenty of mixed reviews out there on these, and I am here to give it to you straight as a dad. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything. So let's dive right on into it. All right, so Savi's Workshop, located on the East Coast and on the West Coast in Galaxy's Edge. It is going to be on the planet Batu. You're going to be either in Disney World or Disneyland. Definitely got to know a little bit of the lingo there. It wasn't as enforced as when we first went, me and my wife. When we first went, I think it was our opening year, they were still really into their lingo. You walked in, everyone said bright suns, till the spire. Super cool. It was very immersive. I absolutely loved my trip there. Like I said, big Star Wars fan, so seeing the Millennium Falcon life size in real life is tear-jerking. I had to kind of bring myself back down and just enjoy the moment. But so I built my first lightsaber in 2019 at Savi's Workshop, which is going to be this beauty right here. What's really cool, I should have brought it down with me. I'll go ahead and try to post a picture of them. But what's really cool is when you go up there to choose or to pretty much put your name for the reservation or let them know that you're there for your reservation and you make your payment, they kind of ask you where are you leaning style wise, right? And they give you some different styles. It's power and control, element, peace and justice, and don't do that. It's power and control, peace and justice, elemental nature, and protection and defense. Ding, 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 ding. So those are your four. Those are your four types of lightsabers. And when you choose those, they give you a pin, and you wear the pin on your chest. That way, the scrapper who's inside of Savi's Workshop, they know what tray to put in front of you. Because you get different parts to select from, right? So this one was protection and defense, I believe. And so I put the pin on my chest, and they brought me the protection and defense tray, put it right in front of me. And then we made this one. So I have two different lightsabers here from two different times that we went. Yes, I've spent $400 on Savi's Workshop lightsabers. That's how much I love the thing. So what people say quite often is it's not worth the money for the lightsaber. If you're just going for the lightsaber, you don't care about anything else, it's not worth it. Go buy one of the legacy lightsabers, which are the actual Luke, Vader, Ahsoka, Darksaber from Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities that's there in Galaxy's Edge. Or you can even get those, if I'm not mistaken, you can even get them at Downtown Disney now. Or just showed my age, Downtown Disney. Oh my goodness, how long has it been? That is a name I I know someone needs to insert that clip. That is a name I have not heard in many years. You can even get those lightsabers over at, what do you call it? What do you call it again? Damn it! Disney Springs. Yes, you can. There we go, Jonathan. You can even get the Legacy lightsabers at Disney Springs at the Galaxy's Edge trading post, right? Or outpost. So what ends up happening is you get some of these people who are not quite Star Wars fans. Like they just go to say they win, and they get the lightsaber, and it's like, oh, okay, cool, I got a lightsaber, but you know, I could probably got this cheaper at Target. But here's the thing: if you are a Star Wars fan, I don't care if you're a big Star Wars fan, I don't care if you're a medium Star Wars fan, I don't care if you've read all of the lore. If you go into Savi's workshop for the first time, it is one of the most amazing experiences. The storytelling that Disney put behind Savi's workshop is phenomenal. I absolutely love it. When we just went on this past one, when we built this one right here, the gentleman, I will find his name and I'll insert a clip in here from the video that I took. Or maybe my brother has a better video because I had him there doing video as well. But I had my GoPro running on my shoulder strap, and the gentleman there, oh my goodness, he did a freaking phenomenal job storytelling, and he really immersed you in the whole experience. And that's what it is. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for the experience of building the lightsaber with like-minded individuals who are super excited to be there with you. And this guy takes you along for a journey and tells you the history of the lightsaber, tells you who has, wielded the lightsaber, who used what crystal for what color, and what each one means. I'm just gonna let this roll. And yeah, he did a phenomenal job. I gotta find his name. He says his name. I'm gonna put a small segment of the storytelling that he did now.
We search the galaxy for ancient relics and the forgotten places, abandoned outposts, battle-ravaged planets, and what we find we bring here, so where a stormtrooper might see worthless clutter. Those who know see priceless history, and preserving our past may well ensure the future, a new awakening. And that is why the Force has brought you here, to look ahead, to build a lightsaber. The lightsaber has been wielded by some of our galaxy's greatest heroes and darkest enemies. It is elegant and enigmatic. Building a lightsaber is a work of art. The saber is a reflection of its builder, with the Force flowing between them. Today, you will feel that connection. We start with the most important part of the lightsaber, the Kyber Crystal, able to focus the energy of the Force to magnify it. Some have called the Kyber Crystal the heart of the lightsaber. The color of the crystal reveals the color of the blade. And red. It has been called the color of power. The crystal of Darth Maul, Visage Ventress, Darth Vader. And now, Kylo Ren. But these are stories of the past. And we are here for you. The future. It's time for you to choose your Kyber Crystal, the heart of your lightsaber. Builders, close your eyes. In your mind's eye, I want you to picture crystals of all the colors we've talked about. One of these shines brightest. Now open your eyes and take.
So like that right there, that storytelling right there is what it means to be in Disney to me. Like I said, I grew up in Disney. I love Disney. I love the storytelling in Disney. That's a whole other video, but the storytelling there was phenomenal. He excelled at his position. He understood the assignment, to say the least. But yeah, so they're great. I love the lightsabers. They have great weight to them. They are a little beefy, but it's a lightsaber. It's a lightsaber nonetheless, and it's one that you created with your own hands, your own options, your own choices. So let's go ahead and take apart one of these. Well, I will actually take apart mine. So you have your emitter. You have your pommel. I ended up going with the Ranger Tooth. When I went, I used this is the elemental nature one. Your grips, and if I can get this right, beep, take this apart. Your ignition switch, and then this is your chassis. And then inside your chassis is your Kyber Crystal. My chassis, my batteries are currently dead in this one. That's why we're taking this one apart. So I chose the red Kyber Crystal. One, because, Sith rule. So let's put this back in here. There we go. And just like that, bam, we got our Kyber Crystal inside. And they walk you through everything. One thing that they don't tell you is when you need to replace your batteries, it packs like right down here. And it just puts the battery back on. So, and you kind of just put it all together by like twisting it all together and putting it all you form your lightsaber, and it's a step-by-step process in a sense. Because as you're going, you have a scrapper there with you. She's like, he or she is walking you through it. Both times I've gone, it's been a she, so that's why the first word came to my mind was she. But yeah, so there's a scrapper in front of you helping you and like two other people, and they're kind of paying attention to what you're doing. They're helping you if something's not working. They'll sit there and click in. If it's not working, they'll change out your chassis. If you have any issues, as soon as you're done putting it together, they're more than happy to assist you in getting that resolved. We actually experienced that on our last trip. So as soon as you're done, spoiler alert, as soon as you're done assembling your lightsaber, you put it on the stand in front of you, and then you take a step back, and they say, don't touch it, blah, blah, blah. Reach out, use the Force, they do the storytelling, and then that's when everyone activates all at once. You get goosebumps, Yoda talks, and everyone's like, oh my god, this is the most amazing thing. And they have you deactivate whatever, they go through more storytelling, and they have you reactivate all together, like again, one more time, hold your lightsaber high, and you're just like, this is Star Wars. This is Star Wars. And it's just one of the coolest feelings. And everyone's like looking at each other like, yeah, it's really like, it's so cool just because everyone is super happy. You see everyone super stoked about having the lightsaber on, looking at each other and seeing like what everyone else did. It's super cool. I love it. I love the storytelling. I will more than likely probably build a few more because I have my daughter who's growing up and she's probably going to want to build her own eventually. And then we have our son on the way. Even though this is his, we made this one for him. He's going to want to build his own eventually, and I'm more than happy to do it all over again with them. To watch their faces, right? That's the perk of being a parent. Okay, so we're to the point we're ready to ignite the lightsaber. Like I said, the whole process of building the lightsaber itself, it's an amazing experience, something I highly recommend to do while you're on Batuu, while you're visiting the world. On the East Coast, West Coast, they're pretty much a mirror image of each other. I know the color scheme changes a little bit. There's some Imagineering knowledge in there, just based off the tones in which each coast gives off, right? I love this one. This one's pretty cool. That protection and defense kind of gives me that's the Old Republic vibes, High Republic vibes. So the one that I built, the Elemental Nature, I built that one while we were on our honeymoon. So that one's really cool. That one has that kind of sentimental value to me. But this one has a whole different color of some sentimental value because there's a whole backstory to this one. We built this one because we actually did our gender reveal on our last trip, like back just this past October. So we built the lightsaber, threw in a random color. I think I threw in a green crystal, and had one of my friend's parents go and find me a crystal that corresponded with the gender of our baby. So we actually used this lightsaber as our gender reveal, which was super awesome, very neat. Meant a lot to me just because, like I said, I grew up with Star Wars, and so sharing a new part of my life with the old part of my life is something really cool to celebrate. So without further ado, let's go ahead and light and ignite our lightsaber here. So let's go ahead and hit this light real quick. So you can see, this is where I guess you can say there are some complaints, is the smooth swing. It's there, it's light, it's moderate, it's not as responsive. It's really responsive because I'm going at a pretty decent swing rate, but once you start, you don't get the full effect, you don't get the responsiveness. The brightness of the blade, it's not amazingly bright. It's bright enough. It's a lightsaber. It was bright enough for when we hit the switch. So I'll hit the lights right now. This is what we're looking at, right? Still a great blade. From my understanding, they're battle ready. I mean, you should be able to go out and do some light dueling with it. But you do have an LED strip that goes all the way up the blade. Not quite a NeoPixel blade, but I mean, close enough. And if you're in your run and you're trying to get started on your lightsaber collection, but you want something a little bit more personal, I'd say this is going to be the closest thing that you can get without dropping some major coin. Let's go ahead and hit this. Oh yeah, you get some flash on clash. A little late. A little late, huh? Not as responsive. I feel like it's more just show than anything. There's your retract, and you only get the one sound font, kind of. The sound font kind of varies between which crystal you use, and that's how you would also change the color of your blade. If I wanted to change this to red, I just yank the red crystal out of my lightsaber and toss it in here, or I go find the green or purple crystal that we bought and toss it in, and then just ignite it, and the color changes just like that. But you don't quite have like that color wheel that you get with the NeoPixel that I have. But still, not to take anything away from this lightsaber, this is still, like I said, there's still some of my favorites. Just because, like I said, it's the idea of making the lightsaber, making your lightsaber. You know, like I said, if you're a Star Wars fan, you know that is going to be the biggest part of your journey to becoming a Jedi or becoming a Sith, is to build your lightsaber, and to go through that storytelling process is very unique, and it's going to change a little bit depending on who your storyteller is. But the whole experience, I mean, that's what, like I said, you're paying for the experience. Yeah, you're coming out with a lightsaber. It's a really cool lightsaber. I love it. Like I said, it's beefy, it's heavy. You know, they sell the lightsaber clips that you can hook this on, and then of course you can go get your Jedi robe or your Sith robe right there on Batu, and right there and then jump into cosplaying as a member of the Jedi Order or the Sith. And that's going to be really big, especially with the Galactic Star Cruiser coming around. So I think that's going to wrap it up for this lightsaber. I hope you guys have found it really helpful. I know one of the main questions I'm probably going to get asked here is, what batteries does it take? It is AAA. It takes 3 of them. It takes 3 AAA in the base. All you got to do is unscrew the pommel. Once again, I'll show you guys again. Unscrew the pommel, It took forever, huh? Press this down, rotate it, and this should just kind of like spit itself right back out towards you. There is a small screw in here, so you do really want to be careful there, and especially when you're taking it off. It kind of almost has like a little spring action to it. You can lose some of your parts, and you really don't want to lose that screw. And then all you gotta do is line it up. Also, that is your speaker. That's your speaker right there as well. Yeah, there isn't too much to tear over when it comes to the Savi's Workshop lightsabers. There's no special effects. You just honestly, it's your ignition switch, your blade, your Kyber Crystal that's in here, which dictates what color blade you're gonna have, and you get the one sound font. Kind of varies a little bit when you change out your Kyber Crystal. But that's like I said, it's a bare bones one. It's something to start off with, something to add to your collection, something to have to say that you win and experienced there on Batu. But without a doubt, like I said, I still love these lightsabers. They hold a lot of sentimental value, especially when you take a family vacation and you share this experience with those that you love, right? So with all that being said, do I think it's worth what is it now, $214 for one of these lightsabers? I do. I think it's worth it. You get the lightsaber, you get the blade, you get you get the protective cover, which you don't get with some shops. You get the protective cover or the travel case. You get a pin, and you just get the experience. It is just a phenomenal thing. I can't even describe it, and how amazing you feel doing it. That's the thing. I am, like I said, I'm a giant Star Wars fan. I grew up on this, so when I get to sit down and experience and become part of the story, I'm always here for it. So without a doubt, I am very excited for Galactic Star Cruiser to open. Hopefully we can actually get some reservations here in the near future. We'll probably not be going to, right when it opens, we'll probably find our way the year after. Before, hopefully kind of give it a little time to die down. But tell me guys, have you built a lightsaber in Savi's Workshop? Do you love it? Do you hate it? What are your favorite things about it? What did you choose? Which of four did you choose? Power and control, elemental nature, peace and justice, and I forget the other one, the defense and protection. Which one did you guys choose? What are you running? And what color Kyber Crystal did you pick out right off the bat? Because I'm interested. As soon as I picked up the red one with the elemental, the storyteller was like, "Oh, that is a very interesting combination." One I've yet to see. So it's like that's one thing I really love about it is like they interact with you. They, like I said, they immerse you in that story. They immerse you in the world, and you're just like, yeah, I know you haven't seen this one yet. They probably have, but to you, you're like, yeah, I know. It's one of a kind. It's mine. So, guys, I can't thank you guys enough for all the love and support that you guys have shown on the channel. Please don't forget to hit the like, comment, and subscribe buttons and do your thing. Help the YouTube algorithm, work its magic and find us into other people's suggestion box. That has been a great thing that I have noticed is that we're coming up on a lot of suggested videos. Wow, what is happening? We're coming up on a lot of suggested videos. We're popping up on people's feeds. So thank you so much for hitting that like button. Thank you so much for sharing the channel and the videos. It really does mean a lot. It really does mean a lot to me. It is actually freaking mind-boggling and blowing to think that we have a video that is, halfway to 1,000 views. And when I made the video to unbox the NeoPixel. I did not think it was gonna blow up as it did, but it is freaking crazy. We do still have a lot of unsubscribed viewers coming through. I do check the analytics, and so let's go ahead and try to change that. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It does mean a lot and will help us out to grow the community and begin more conversations in the comment section. So thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a magical one. Hope you guys have a force-filled Friday. Thank you guys. Thank you. Like I said, can't say it enough. Thank you for all the love. You guys have a great one.